Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. It is Transfer Tuesday, the best day of the week, except today we're having a little bit of a struggle here on Pennies Not Perfection because somebody is teething, somebody is working on the house next door, and someone else filmed this video once before, but it was out of focus. So everything's kind of going wrong today, but hopefully we're gonna make up for it by finishing out Stash Cash Summer, looking at how far we've come in the last 3 months and what transfers we made today to get closer to our financial goals. It's been an interesting week, but we did work on our financial goals. Every time I had a chance, I made a transfer toward this M1 Finance account so that I could get closer to our goal. It is the final day of Stash Cash Summer and I had 4 final transfers, so I'm going to show you what we did and the results of this week and our entire 3-month period. This account is working toward 2 different goals, and these are obviously big purchases, so we're just trying to pile up as much money as possible, which was what Stash Cash Summer was all about. Of course, I did quit my job in the middle of this 3-month period, which I did not plan in the beginning. It was kind of something that I'd been building up to, but also hadn't actually planned to do until it just all became too much. So that did throw this off a little bit, but let's look at how far we have come and what we did in this past week and today. So I've got 4 transfers to cover. The first one is the one I made today, and that was $50. We did have a $50 planned budgeted amount from our monthly budget that was going to go into this account, so $50 today went into the account. And then my other 3, one of them's pretty exciting, so I'll save that one for last, but my other 2 transfers, one was $17, and this was money that we saved from we have a weekly grocery budget, and we were $17 under, so I just transferred that immediately at the end of the week so that that $17 went to this account. And then the next one was another $50 that is from referrals that I earned from some blog posts that I've been doing. I've been working really hard on my website because it's been very hard in the past week to film anything with all of the noise and the things going on, so I've just kind of accepted that that's how it is right now. Excuse me, we are filming. Hello, we are filming. So I've accepted that this is, hey, ow. He's got to go down or he gets my hair. I've accepted that this is the reality right now, and I'm just gonna have to film when I can, but I can always work on my website. So I've been adding blog articles and referral tutorials and things like that and showing how to do things. So I did have a couple of those, so I'm putting $50 toward this goal. And then my final one was super exciting to me because I quit to be self-employed and I am trying to do something where I give myself a bonus every quarter. So I'm just gonna align it with when I pay my taxes just so that it's easy for me to remember. So September 15th is when quarterly taxes are due, so that's when I'll get my bonus, but I gave it to myself a little early so that I could put it toward Transfer Tuesday, and I gave myself $167.75. That does not seem like a lot, but that is so exciting because I'm not paying myself a lot right now. I'm trying to live on as little as possible so that I can build up to maybe purchase some things and some software and stuff, but giving myself a bonus felt so good. Now I can just give myself a bonus if I do a good job. It felt really good to give myself my first bonus. $167 is not like a ton, but it felt great because of what it represents and what it has the potential to become in the future. So our total after all of those transfers is now $16,691. That is awesome. We are up a little bit this week. We put in $284. The market was down, so our account was a little bit down, but we're still at $16,691, so we're up, and that is super exciting. So now let's look at the whole of Stash Cash Summer and kind of see what we've done in this time. Some of the highlights obviously are me quitting my job. That wasn't like part of the plan for this or this time period, but super exciting. And then we did hit $10,000 invested. So in the investment side of M1 Finance, we are at $10,000. Yay! $10,000 for the house fund that I'm calling it was kind of the goal for this whole year. So hitting that feels really good. We will continue to save for the car, but it's not like a rush, so it's not a big deal. But hitting $10,000 in the investment side was exciting. We also had like almost 8% return on the money that was invested, which is great. That's better than obviously the spend side pays or any bank account pays. So 8% was great. And then we had dividends paid of $14.56. It's not a lot, and I don't do a lot of dividend specific stocks or anything, but I did have some I rolled over from a Robinhood account to M1 Finance, and I earned money on those during this 3-month period, so that was great. And then on the spend side, we earned $13.88 in dividends. So overall, that is a great amount compared to any other bank account that I would have had this in, where the rate is about half of that. So I'm happy with $13 earned. Looking back at where we started at the beginning of Stash Cash Summer, we were at $11,216, and now we're at $16,691. That is awesome. I'll admit, when I first wrote down those numbers, I wasn't super thrilled. I was kind of upset, actually. It didn't feel like ow, he bit me. Oh my God. So my baby, his teething just bit me, and that hurt, but maybe he's reminding me that I should be more proud of what we've done, because that is actually a lot of money, and we have basically accumulated in 3 months $5,475, so almost $5,500, which is in reality a lot of money. Like, when I think about it in real terms, that's a lot of money, and that's like a little bit over $1,800 a month. It's $1,825 a month that we've put aside. That's on top of everything else we do, like saving for retirement and 401ks and all of that. Like, this is money on top of that. So it's really exciting to be able to save up for these big goals. And when I'm saving like $200 a week or $100 a week or $20 a week, some weeks, you know, those weeks don't feel like much, but when we add it all up over 3 months, it's $5,000. Like, what? That's crazy, because when I'm doing this every single week, it doesn't feel like much sometimes. It feels like I'm making progress, which is very gratifying and satisfying to make progress, but it doesn't feel like big progress. But then when we look back at 3 months, that's a good amount of progress. $5,000? Like, yes, that's great. Especially considering for a big chunk of this period, I actually didn't have a day job and I didn't get any paychecks besides what I earned from self-employment. So I'm pretty proud of that. Like, good job. So overall, that's pretty good. I'm really excited about it. And in the words of the great poet Ariana Grande, thank you next, because I'm ready to move on to the next goal. So comment club, if you watched this far, type thank you next down below and let me know what your goal is that you're working on, that you've been working on for the last few months, or that you're working on next. For the rest of the year, I'm going to be working on a different goal than this, because car buying is kind of like something we're going to put off. So I am going to work on a new goal and I'm super excited. I will share what that is next week with you guys. I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great week. See you next Tuesday.